Welcome to another episode of Timberborn in the village of Beaville, our Whitepaw faction playthrough. And you just saw we getting a notification of a drought in 3 days, so it could be worse, it could have been a bad tide. So let's take stock of where we are. We got some water pumps, we got, with this house included, quite a good amount of water stored we can use during a drought. Last episode we've reached all the way on top of here, so we can reach all of this metal, which is, it is really a lot of metal, so I don't think we need to worry about again very soon. What I want to work for today is the distillery and the alchemist, either one of these. The distillery could be useful because if we are making brain stimulated mushrooms, we could make pollution resistance factor, which the beavers can take. They get better from contamination and they can work through contamination, I believe. But also, if we look under our water tap irrigation, in the irrigation lodge, we can, with 1 drop of water and 0.1 pollution resistant factor, we could irrigate a chunk of land. With just the water, it is just irrigating land, so we could use it, for example, over here where it's all dry, and that would turn the land green, so we are able to farm on it. Or with the pollution resistance factor, you could place it like over here, and our crops would be safe from a bear tide, which I think is actually rather important. So let's remove this blueberry seedling, and we are going to place this one over here. I know we can't make any commentation repelling materials yet, but it isn't the most acute thing. Let's mark this for water, because we don't have a BadTide going through here. But that would keep these sunflowers, cabbages and our blueberries all alive. It also does house a couple of beavers, so we do need to be able to feed those beavers. But it would also mean we could remove some of these buildings, like the log gnawing station, these small piles, to, for example, up here. So this unirrigated land, we could use it to farm on. We do need to have someone in the bad water bucketing post, so we can actually make brain stimulating mushrooms, so we can get our science going on. Because as you can see, we need about 150 science for this all to work. It's gonna take a while. And also for stuff like the normal stairs, so they don't take in a ridiculous amount of place like these ones. They use 2 tiles, still need 70 science. The double rope stairs, they look pretty good, 100 science. Spiral staircase even more, and the ladder is really expensive. We even need ropes and for that, so that's ladders are a late game thing in this playthrough. We can't just chuck in some ladders to reach places like over here. But we also have a couple of buildings like this architect lodge, which is in fact just a giant staircase. if we can manage it to line it up nice. So over here, can we start to, because that is what we were doing the last time out here, to get a couple. I think if we remove these 3 berries, we can have the path opened up, and these 3 berries can just spread all the way over here, and then we could even remove the berries over here, or just have this as a backup. It is really important just to not kill off any berries that we have easy access to, because to plant berries, these ones, we need a tree nursery, and a tree nursery was, yeah, you can see it limited by logs, planks, metal fasteners, dirt, water, tools, ropes, and exotic seeds, of which the exotic seeds is the most difficult one to get. I mean, ropes, we need to be careful with them. We have 22 ropes, so we need to at least keep in mind that we still have 10 by the time we can place the tree nursery, because the tree nursery is the one that plants bamboo, and we need the bamboo to actually make ropes ourselves from plant fiber, and that is done in, I believe, the handicrafter's lodge. 1 ropes get made by 2 plant fibers, and I believe there is only the bamboo makes plant fibers. Indeed. They are slowly building this. They only need 1 more plank. We got someone in the bad water bucketing post. We immediately also have 1 beaver that's contaminated, but they can rest here in the contaminated beaver jail until they are better or learn their lesson. Ooh, this one is built. So let's put it on contamination repellent. Can this function without a worker? Can function without workers, yes. So if it, as long as it is prioritized by haulers, and it can function. That's great. We have bad water in here now, so we can make brain stimulating mushrooms. They are in ingredients, so they won't eat it. They get put in here. Let's make sure someone is in here so we can actually make some science. We don't have any kimchi yet. Why don't we have any kimchi? Oh, it takes 3 days to make it. Well, oh, well, we were making something. So yeah, 0.2 days before the drought. I don't think it should be too bad. We have about 392 water for our 25 beavers. It's a 5-day drought. This won't use any water. do need to make sure that we harvest all of our drying out food. We don't have any raw cabbages currently and sunflower seeds, so I should have someone in them here. So we are really running out of jobs, so we just pause the clay pit. We pause the wood burner. This is a hauler. We need one of them in here. Let's low prioritize the water pumps because they can't pump anything anyway. We move this to one. One lumberjack here is enough. Same as over here for our brambles. And you can be paused because there isn't any bad water here anyway. These berries, they will survive. It is 3.5 days. Shouldn't be anything really big to worry about. And now we got 6 science. It would be nice to if we could keep bucketing. How much is a little primitive dam? Need to remove this, or we need to place, yeah. We get 1 rope back, but how expensive was this to build? 1 rope, oh, okay, so that's fine. Pick up the materials. Place a scrappy platform over there. And high prioritize this, so we have this built, at least this platform before. Would it be easy to just, yeah, now we have plenty of wood. Build the stairs and this platform. Our beavers are all decontaminated, so that's nice. This, well, we don't have a place for which nice stable water for our river bath. I hope they can finish this up. Put in some more beavers in here. You can be deprioritized. You can be paused. How much scrap metal do we have? 1, so you can keep going. Yes, this has now been built. Yes, beavers. So this would retain a little bit of bad water, not a lot, but maybe enough so we can keep bucking it up so we can produce mushrooms. Because we have only 9 mushrooms left. But we have 14 science. 14! This has been built, so we can delete the stairs. Put in primitive dam over here. And why did you put that over there? So let's put our little trick. Yes. This will be built pretty quickly. saltwater bucketing post. Let's put it over here. Can't get all materials, well, probably because the beavers are. And they don't have to head in here, so we don't get any unnecessarily infected beavers. These beavers, they didn't harvest the cabbages, and well, they did harvest most of these sunflowers, so it isn't all too bad. Now quickly we place our food, but we're still looking good with our braised cabbage. Maybe we need to build the hand of soup so we can just store a lot of that food. This is doing well. How much? All of the coal is pretty much being used up here. Put in one less. Low prioritize this. Cut beavers in the important spots. We didn't run out of water. We did get quite low. So we either could do like the water pump upgrade. Let's get placed like in between here, which adds a job, but not a living place. So far we are doing well. These berries, they can just spread out. This one can be passed for now. And I think for storage, the hand of soup, it would be quite far away, but I don't want to waste any land below here. So let's place it there. And then, of course, we need the warm soup storage, which we do need clay for, so let's unpause a clay pit. Science is going well. We have run out of brain stimulating mushrooms, so lower the priority for this. Here, this is looking fine. This takes 10 hours for one coal. Well, we could temporarily put some more in here just to build up a stock. So, yes. Do we still have? Yes, we still have workers in our farmhouse. And with this 4 beavers in here, 1 clay per hour, we should be getting here in no time. We have the logs, that's not a... Oh wait, we don't have the logs, we have... This is just construction material, this is a sum total of everything here. So do we have a lumberjack? Put another one in here, this is just the 1 beaver. Choose this, but we do need to keep, or we could change this to using 20 water and tree logs instead of the sawdust. We have all the planks, so let's just make some sawdust. Just to have a little stock. They only need 15 logs. I forgot to mark all these trees for cutting. Great stuff, mate. That's why we don't have any logs. Explains a lot. It explains my inability to use basic tools. That's why this hasn't been built, and this, because we need logs. Now, what's more important? Well, let's get the primitive dam built first, so we can save up on some clay to also build the warm storage, which I will set here to braised cabbage. You can see we can have different recipes in here. Awful stew. Don't really want the beavers to eat this, they get a debuff. Deluxe stew, which gives a lot of buffs, as you can see. The vegetable stew, mushroom stew, or fried rice. Still have someone in them. This still needs 28. We still have beavers in everything, yes. It's 2 and 1, what? Wait, 2 plus 1 is 3, 4, 5. This one was paused because we can just pause it. 2, 5, so, and we have 7 vacancies. What are the other ones then? Oh, that's right, the irrigation lodge. But for this to be effective, we do need the, I think, yeah, the distillery. Which, I mean, we are halfway there for the science. This has now been built. We have all the clay, so let's prioritize our storing for the braised cabbage. Do now are building a stock of coal, and then we can also build up, like fill up this medium mine for salt and saltpeter. And this, yeah, just finish this up. So we can keep making brain stimulating mushrooms, so we can actually increase that number for science. Day 8, hopefully we don't get a warning yet. No, that's great. Now it is just 50 units of clay. We got our bad water bucketing post, which will be able to collect some bad water once we have a drought, thanks to this primitive dam. Yeah, we could maybe build a dam over here and here, so we can store some water during a drought. But that's all depending on whether we actually get a drought or a bad tide. But let's also give... Yes, this will fit. Place for our logs. So let's also replant some trees. Yes, our raised cabbage storage has been made. But how this thing is bigger than a house? Ooh, interesting. We even got architect beavers in here. But that will clear this cooking tent to just keep making braised cabbage from cabbage and mushrooms. Yeah, this will... No workers available. Why? This should be able to function without workers. Or do we need more haulers? Don't really want to put too much infrastructure in here for having too many beavers. But it seems like we do need a little bit more. Let's not place it in the water so we can just pause it if we need to. Yeah, just build it over here, I guess. We have resin, we have logs, we can... So having two beavers hauling everything around should be better than one. Yeah, we'll be finished in no time. And now the big question. Next day, will we get a drought or a BadTide? We are now collecting a good amount of logs. They can cut down a couple of these pines. These blueberries, they can spread out and grow over here. And to make it even better for... I mean, intentional bad parting is not something we should normally have our beavers do, but in this case, just have... Oh, and we have a BadTide approaching in 3 days' times. Our first BadTide. So, things to make sure. We should have more water storage. Well, we can't even fill the water. In nooks and crannies, just putting in a couple of pit tanks. Let's pick these berries up so they actually get to use them. Hopefully these berries don't die over here. Let's take a look how long. 30 minutes. I think we can go on for a little bit. Let's see and wait how long the BadTide actually is. Over here they're working, putting in coal in here. That's fine. This stores cabbages. We could also maybe would be wise to actually get this to irrigate land. Yes. So you can see now we have more land, and let's place some more crops, I think. Yeah. More of these. Do we need this part? I don't think so. One day before the BadTide. We now have 200 sawdust, almost 180 in here, and a little bit stored up. Our second hauler is finished. These are making. These are we have kimchi. We are just waiting on brain stimulating mushrooms. So soon we'll be able to make some more science. But we do need to put someone in here. This lodge, I think we probably have to delete it. Yes. Hopefully they don't pick up those materials. I don't want you guys. It is a one-day BadTide. So beavers, get out of here. This one, water. Let's see this one-day BadTide. How bad will it be? I mean, it is still mixing with the normal water. So it isn't completely and utterly terrible. These ones will, yeah, they will die. On the edge here. Or not. Oh, we can. Restructure this part a little bit. And the BadTide is over. It seems like we've done pretty well. So now we need to build back. Well, let's build our other haulers in here. These materials, we are going to pick those up. Or am I? No, I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna leave it. Clay pit, I think we can just lower it down back. Any contaminated beavers can go to the contaminated beaver jail. Primitive mine is mining. Our coal is full, so let's do some salpeter mining. Oh, we have one contaminated beavers. These berries, they will regrow. These ones have survived. That's wonderful. Got even one more seedling. And let's actually place over here one berry gatherer. Low priority. We have now 32 science. Food is looking good. Let's unpause this. one to get a little bit more bramble flowers. I mean, it's not like we're completely running out, but better to have a nice stock of it. This is still working. We have cabbages, we have logs, just don't have enough mushrooms. So can we fit in another mushroom grower? It's too big over there. Don't want to place it in our bramble growing area, but I think I kind of have to. So let's mark most of these not for cutting and then just build ourselves a nice little area, I think, over here. And just place in just some lumberjacks for the time being. And cut all of those brambles down. Come on, beavers, you can do it. Now, paths won't work, of course. Hopefully it will. Oh, come on. Yes. Do this other line. So we can actually build 2 mushroom growers over here. I mean, we still have plenty of others, you know, wild brambles to harvest. This one, oh come on, just remove it. Come on, beavers, don't. Pause, pause, pause. Delete these with all the haste you have. This one is less priority. And pause these. And very quickly, when this one is done, and pause. Let's pause the game for a moment. Delete these. And another mushroom grower. Slow or fast? Yeah, I think the slow one is good enough. Now we can delete those lumberjacks and just have them cut down like all of the others. And leave a couple of them so they don't over harvest them. And these can function without workers, so they can just be brought in with the haulers. This one can make science. We have 46, so we have almost enough science to build our, what's it called? Our distillery. But having another water pump would, I think, also be a smart move. But a distillery would mean we could keep farming during longer bad tides over here. But 100 signs give us the alchemist, so we could make basic balm. Well, no, we don't have lotus flowers. Brain boosting salts. And that recipe, let's take a look at it. Brain boosting salts, kimchi. We need green peas for that. Well, we can grow those. Would give us way more science, so probably 100 science is the goal, and I don't think we are gonna get that today, simply because I don't have the time. These are still small tanks, so let's actually replace those. Storage tanks, pit tank over here, small plank tank over here, and then set them for water. And let's take a look. The alchemist, we can make tar, and with tar we could make the medium tanks. The gigantuan tank, I mean, we're way far off of that. But a medium tank would be a nice thing. That's just like, you know, your box standard normal medium tank. One riverbed. Let's actually give them... Where is it? Where is it? Riverbed. Yes. Let's give them another riverbed. So with a bigger population comes more beavers wanting to take a shower. Some of them are getting injured, but we need to be able to grow rice for that. So these can be set up, prioritized by haulers, and have nobody walking in them. Yeah, we really need to get more mushrooms. Let's put one of them using solar, so we can at least get like a continuous stream of mushrooms in here. Mark these trees for cutting. Well, we are pretty full on logs. This one is almost finished, and that will be it for today. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give me a like. It helps spread the joy around. Maybe other people also enjoy this. It will be easier for them to find, you know, more likes, more views, etc. If you want to see more, go to my YouTube page. I got multiple series going on, one with the amber pelt, this one, YouTube shorts where I'm shiny hunting a trico. So subscribe if you want, and I hope you have a very good rest of your day, and I hope to see you the next time. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.